What's the single most painful moment of your life you wish you could erase? I had been a foster parent for 10 years, and I learned the hard way to never get too attached. Kids would come and go, and I'd smile and wave goodbye, knowing it was better for them, even when it hurt. But then, Lena showed up. She was 5 years old with pigtails that were always messy, and a backpack that was way too big for her tiny body. The social worker dropped her off like she was delivering a pizza, barely making eye contact before speeding away. Lena stood in my doorway, clutching this beat-up stuffed rabbit that was missing an ear, just staring at me. She didn't talk much those first few weeks. She'd eat whatever I put in front of her without complaining, go to bed when I told her to, and never asked for anything. I figured she'd been through hell and back, but nobody ever told me details, just that she needed somewhere safe to stay temporarily. Slowly, though, she started coming out of her shell. First, it was little things like helping me fold laundry or asking if she could watch cartoons. Then she started waiting by the front door when I got home from work, bouncing on her toes when she saw my car pull up. One morning about 6 months in, I was making scrambled eggs and she tugged on my shirt. "Jackie," she said, which is what she called me. "Can I help?" I handed her a wooden spoon and she stirred those eggs like it was the most important job in the world. That's when I knew I was screwed. I was falling for this kid hard. By month 8, she was calling me Dad. Not Jackie, not Mr. Whatever, Dad. The first time she said it, I had to excuse myself to the bathroom because I almost cried right there in the middle of Target. I started looking into adoption, called lawyers, filled out paperwork, the whole thing. The social worker even hinted it might be possible since Lena's biological parents had vanished months ago and the courts were moving toward terminating their rights. I let myself imagine a real future with her, teaching her to drive, helping with homework, walking her down the aisle someday, stupid stuff like that. Then on a random Tuesday afternoon, my phone rang. "Her biological father is back," the social worker said. "He's passed all the requirements. He's getting custody." I felt like someone had punched me in the stomach. "What do you mean he's back? Where was he?" "That's not really your concern. Lena will be picked up tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. Not next week, not next month. Tomorrow." That night, I cooked her favorite dinner, mac and cheese with the little hot dog pieces cut up in it. We watched Moana for probably the 100th time, and she fell asleep on my lap during the part where Moana sings to her grandma. I carried her to bed and tucked her in, knowing it was the last time. The next morning, she woke up and found her purple backpack sitting by the door, all packed up. She looked confused. "Are we going somewhere, Dad?" Before I could answer, there was a knock. The social worker was early. When Lena realized what was happening, she lost it completely. She wrapped her arms around my legs and wouldn't let go, screaming, "Please don't make me leave. Please, Daddy, please." The caseworker had to physically pry her fingers off me while I just stood there like a statue, completely useless. Lena was crying so hard she could barely breathe, reaching for me over the woman's shoulder. "Daddy, Daddy, come with me!" And then they were gone. Just like that. 10 months of bedtime stories and Saturday morning pancakes and her little hand in mine, erased in 5 minutes. But here's the part that still keeps me up at night. 3 weeks later, I got another call. Lena's father had decided parenting was too hard and dropped her off at another foster home across town. She was back in the system, but they wouldn't let me see her because I was too emotionally involved. I never saw her again.